This is Alexandra Villarroel Abrego and welcome back to another AlexandraTV holiday special. As you can see here, I am surrounded by things, which means that this episode is about my 2016 favorite things. I will be sharing with you what are the things that I really fell in love with throughout this year. And also you want to make sure to stick around till the end of the video because we might do a little giveaway. So without any further ado, let's begin with my 2016 favorite things. So we're going to begin my 2016 favorites with things that I bought when traveling this year. So let's begin with this beautiful chess set that I bought back in February when I was in Bolivia. I completely fell in love with it, not only because every piece right here is handmade, also because it's in real wood, but mostly because of the historical meaning behind it. What I mean by that is that every piece on this side of the game, they represent the Europeans. Every piece on this side of the game, they represent the Native Americans. So basically, this chess set is about the war that happened in America when the Europeans came here, the war between the Native Americans and the Europeans. So I think it's not only a beautiful decoration piece, but it's mostly a good conversation piece. You know, to have this in your living room, it can spark very interesting conversations about history. And anyone who knows me knows that I love history and I'm really a history freak. So I really, really love this piece. Then another thing that I bought when traveling, this one was in Colombia back in April. This is about the Tairona culture. We bought it when we were in a store where they make the real esmeralda. So they basically showed us what is the process. And then they also were selling these. It's made in real gold. And this one basically means abundance, but they had different ones that meant different things. So I love when I travel to just go and discover the culture, again, the history of the country. And this is really beautiful. I just think it's a beautiful decoration piece. And also it's a good souvenir to have. And then finally, my Louis Vuitton wallet. Now, this is not about the fact that it's a Louis Vuitton wallet. It's mostly what it means. I bought it when I was in Paris. Back in July, I went to Paris to speak in front of over 700 people. And one of the days that I had off, if I can say it like that, I went, of course, to Les Champs-Élysées and I shopped. And it was just a beautiful day where I was shopping all of the stores, Chanel, Louis Vuitton and everything. And I went to eat to La Bonté, I believe it is, the place, and it's delicious, incredible food. And it's the best macaroons you'll ever eat. And then I went to Louis Vuitton to buy this wallet and I wanted to have my initials engraved. So what they did is that it took me to the top floor of Louis Vuitton, and then they served me a nice glass of champagne, and then I waited for this. So I think it's what I love about this wallet and why it's my favorite is because of the memories that are attached to this. You know, it was just a beautiful day in Paris, and it was really nice. So that's for my traveling favorites. Now let's move on to my favorite foods. Now these are not really foods, I guess, but this year I didn't really discover any new food that I liked. You know, as you know, for years now, since 2012 I've been eating a lot of organic, everything healthy, and it's great. But for now, this year I didn't discover anything that was new. You know, I already know what I buy when I go grocery shopping. So yeah, but here are some of the things that I discovered. Now I'm cheating because I didn't discover it this year, but I think I never shared it with you guys. As you know, I've talked about in other videos, I have psoriasis, which is kind of like eczema on the skin. And one thing that I discovered that is really good is borage oil. So you take 2 of these. They're pretty big, but it's good. It's good every day to take this. So that is one of my favorites. I've seen a difference. I've noticed a difference. Another thing that I discovered this year and that I've been really loving is the Veg Essential All-in-One. Now, I will always recommend juicing, which is better, you know, to just take whole fruits and vegetables and make juices. Now, it's good to do that, but it takes a long time, right? Anyone who juices knows that it takes a long time. So for mornings where you're more in a hurry, this is really perfect. This is basically this green powder that tastes and smells really good, and you basically take little scoops and you mix it with water and you can drink that on the go. So this is really convenient, and I really loved this year because this year was a really crazy and busy year, even though it was the best year yet. Another thing, this is definitely not organic or healthy, but this has been my addiction for the past few weeks. Whenever it's Christmas, I always buy these chocolates to have them in a nice bowl in the middle of my table because I find the color is very Christmassy, especially the gold ones. They're very pretty. It's Ferrero Rocher, and I believe we only have them here in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. But they are so delicious, these chocolates. And whenever I start eating them, I cannot stop. I've been going through maybe like 10 of these boxes since the holiday season started. But hey, it's just for the holiday season. And then one thing that I fell in love with this year, actually, when it comes to food, is called Cooper Branch. I also believe that it's only here in Quebec that they have this. And I fell in love with it because back in, when was it? September, I spoke at an event called A New Woman Today, and they were one of the sponsors. And this is a gift card that they gave us, and I still haven't used it. Can you believe it? I always go to Cooper Branch now, and I always forget that I have this gift card that I can use. But this is really good because it's all organic, all vegan food. But you know, very often when you go to organic or not organic, but I mean vegan restaurants, sometimes the taste is not going to be that good. They know how to make good vegan food. Like, trust me, this is really, really good. So those are my food favorites for the year. We're now going to continue with my favorites when it comes to makeup and beauty. So this year, around the month of September, I had this like phase where I started to watch all of the beauty gurus on YouTube, and I started to buy just everything that they were telling me to buy. I have like a bunch of makeup that I'm not using because it wasn't working. I think they were just telling me to buy it because it was sponsored videos. But anyways, so the ones that I really stuck with and that I really fell in love with are, first of all, the Laura Mercier powder. This is the powder, it's the loose setting powder. Apparently what you're supposed to do is you put on your foundation, then you put it on, and you're supposed to bake your face. I don't know why. I don't know what it does. I just know that the result is pretty good. So I really like this powder, and I've been using it a lot. Then I started contouring this year, you guys. My makeup artist for the longest time, Lala, who does my makeup, she's been contouring my face for years now, right? But me, when I do my makeup, I never did it. But now I started because of all the beauty gurus telling me that I should. And I bought the Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette, and I've been using it. There's some days where it looks like someone punched me in the face because I just go too hard on the shade, but at least I'm trying, right? That's what matters. Then we have the Chanel makeup, and these ones, I'm not gonna lie, are not my favorite just from this year. I've been using them for years. The Perfection Lumière foundation is one that I used for years, and I stopped because I thought it was giving me pimples, but I started again and it's perfect and it smells so good and I just love it. And then we have the Chanel compact powder that I love using when I see that, you know, my face is greasy. It's just perfect. I love these and have been my favorite for many years now. Now, when it comes to books this year, I didn't read anything that impressed me that much, to be honest with you, except for this. This book is called Pussy, and it's a reclamation of the word pussy. It's so beautifully written by Mama Gemma, and it's just an empowering book for women to understand how to love their pussy, to understand how to use the power of their pussy, the spiritual power of their pussy. It's just a beautiful book, you know. It's really sad because I heard that the plastic surgery that is on the rise nowadays is the labiaplasty. So there's a lot of young girls out there who are not happy with their pussy, when in actuality it is the most beautiful thing in the universe. So I love this book. It's really beautiful. Then, of course, I had to put this in my favorites, the 2017 Yearly Creator, the A.V.A. Yearly Creator. This year, I'm so proud of this creator. It's beautiful, and we also have it available in physical copies. So if you want to have yours, this is a planner, but not only a planner, it's also a coaching guide that will help you create the best year of your life. Well, make sure you go get it in the A.V.A. shop. And then finally, this is my book of wines. As you know, I've talked about it many times. I am I consider myself to be a wine connoisseur, and this book, basically, I have all the wines that I try, and basically you have to cut out the, not cut out, but to remove the little image of the wine. I don't know if you can see it, and basically you put it here and then you put all the information. So I really love this. This is definitely one of my favorites this year. It's really, really nice. So we're going to finish with my favorites when it comes to the home, and these are my beautiful pyramids. The first one that you see here is from Stone and Violet, and I remember at the beginning of the year I saw a picture online of this beautiful pyramid. I don't know if you can see it in the bottom. It has the cycles of the moon. It's made by hand, and basically you put all your crystals here, and I remember I was like, I have to have it. I need to find it. So after hours of research online, I finally saw that it was from Stone and Violet, and I bought it, and I'm so happy with this. And then this pyramid that you see right here is one that I bought a few weeks ago at the spiritual exhibition from my friends at Crystal Dreams. It was their first year doing the exhibition, and I bought it from one of the exhibitors, and I love it. I don't know what I'm going to put in my pyramid, but I think it's just so perfectly beautiful. Talking about crystal dreams, most of the crystals that you see here in my beautiful pyramid of Stone and Violet are from Crystal Dreams. Actually, all of the crystals that I buy today are from Crystal Dreams. And the funny story with this is that at the beginning of the year, I remember I Googled crystals in Montreal because I was looking for another shop where I could buy my crystals. And the first website that came up was Crystal Dreams. I go on the website, then I go on the Facebook page. And next thing you know, I see pictures of two of my friends back in high school. Like two of my good friends in high school. And then I research more and I see that they're the founders. And then I go to send them a message and I see that like 2 years ago, they sent me a message, but I never saw it because on Facebook, I get so many messages. And they were basically telling me that they were starting their company and everything. And they're doing so good today. So, you know, we reconnected and now we've been seeing each other a lot and we became friends again like before. And they're doing amazing with their companies and they have such great quality crystals. And what they want to do for us, because they're so generous, is that they want to give one person, so maybe it's going to be you who's watching, a beautiful gift, which is going to be a set of 3 pendants, and one is going to be from amethyst, and another one is going to be clear quartz, and another one is going to be rose quartz. So you definitely want to be able to win that because it's going to be not only a beautiful gift, but also filled with positive energy. So all you have to do to enter this contest and to be able to maybe win this giveaway is going to be to leave a comment down below, but also to go like their page on Facebook, follow them on Instagram. Also follow me on Instagram and like my page on Facebook, and we will be announcing the winner in January, so you might be able to win that beautiful gift. So a big thank you to my friends at Crystal Dreams for their generous gift. Now, of course, you can go on the description down below and go visit their website. I'm going to put their website link there and look at all the beautiful crystals that they have. You know, I truly believe in that. I believe in the power of crystals. I believe in energies and spirituality. So if you do too, well, you're definitely going to love Crystal Dreams. So that is it for my 2016 favorites. I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. And of course, like I said, if you want to get a chance to win the beautiful gift that our friends, our Crystal Dreams, are giving away, please make sure to go like our page and also follow us on Instagram. And of course, to also leave a comment down below. So that is it for this episode, and I will see you very soon.